Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be going over what to expect in grad school. So the very first thing you need to know about grad school is that it's never going to really be like undergrad. You are held to much higher standards in grad school that you probably didn't even imagine as an undergrad. And your sense of community that you're really used to, you know, in undergrad you live together, you work together, you eat together, and you socialize together, and that gives you the support and community that you need to get through undergrad. But in grad school, you're kind of in a different phase in your life where you're a lot older, people are getting married, people are starting families, and you're not necessarily going to be able to access that community a lot of the time. So you just got to be prepared that it's not going to be similar to grad school, undergrad in that way. And in grad school, there's a certain amount of leadership and ownership that you need to take when it comes to your project that you didn't have in undergrad, because there's a lot more hand-holding in undergrad, but here in grad school, you're probably the one holding hands with your undergrad, trying to get them to help you with whatever part of your project that you're working on. So just remember, grad school is not like undergrad. Just wanted to tell you a little secret that this is the last week I am enrolling people in my one-on-one coaching program, Master Your Mindset. So if you are interested, you could actually email me at the email address in the description box below. The second thing you need to know is that you will never have it all figured out. I don't know a single grad student, first year, fifth year, sixth year, who actually really knows what they're doing 100% of the time. And I think it's a myth that we all aspire to reach, to always know what we're doing 100% of the time, but it's not realistic. You're going to face so much failure, and if you're a high performer, which you probably are if you got into grad school, you are not going to be used to messing up things in the lab and things not working out, and it's going to take an adjustment because it's not just a class that you need to pass. It is a marathon that requires you to take action every single week, every single day, to make slow incremental steps towards your thesis. So remember that you can't always control what happens in your research, but you can control how you react to it, and you can control what lessons you learn and how you move forward from it. So remember that you will never have it all figured out. The third thing you need to know is that you will always be comparing yourself to others. Academia can feel extremely competitive, and you're at a higher playing field. You're at a higher playing field with really smart people with great experience, and you're never going to feel like you measure up to others if that's what you're comparing yourself to. So remember to only focus on yourself, focus on your progress and your growth, because that is what's going to get you closer to finishing your thesis, instead of wasting your precious time and energy comparing yourself to other people. Fourth thing you need to know is that you are always going to be working on your work-life balance. Work-life balance isn't a destination that you reach all of a sudden. It is something that you have to constantly work at every single day, you know, and it's going to look different day to day, month to month, and that's fine because it's always going to be shifting and trying to meet your requirements of whatever you have going on at the time. Don't feel like you need to have a perfect work-life balance, because that doesn't exist. And remember, you're always going to have to work on it every single day. Last thing you need to know about grad school is that you need to be comfortable being independent and being a leader. If you're working on a PhD in a STEM field, you are the CEO, COO, and CTO of your thesis, and you don't necessarily have a staff helping you 100% of the time. It's probably you and one or two undergrads if you're lucky. There's a lot less hand-holding, like I said, in this stage of your research, and if anything, if you hire 1 to 2 undergrads, you're the one that's going to need to hold their hand. You're the one that's going to need to teach them and guide them to help you finish your project. So the 5 things that you need to know about grad school is that it is not going to be like undergrad. You will never have it all figured out. You will constantly be comparing yourself to others. You will always be working towards a work-life balance. You have to be comfortable with being a leader and being independent. If you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me and the channel out. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram on @thesassscientist.